this was not just a divided opposition that helped Mr. Modi. There was something that makes a party after 27 years in power go up from 48 to 52%. What is that X factor that gave this growth?
Rajdeep, I think there are a range of factors. I think the split in the non-BJP vote is of course one factor. The second factor is the reasonably high levels of satisfaction with both the state government and the central government. People did have problems, people did articulate their problems, but possibly they also believed that the current dispensations at the state level and the central level are the ones who can best find a solution to these problems. So I think it is all these factors taken together that has contributed to the BJP being able to perform the way it did in Gujarat. I think this is also an indicator of the fact that in Gujarat, unlike in many other states and unlike for other parties, Gujarat was one state where the voters seemed to categorically say, our vote is for the party and not so much for the candidates who are there in each of the 182 constituencies. This vote for party clearly has taken the BJP to the levels it finds itself today in at the end of today's counting day. So I think for me it's a combination of all these factors. A reasonably high level of satisfaction with both governments, the belief that the problems we face are possible to be addressed by these governments itself, a split in the anti-BJP vote, its good performance in certain regions of the state, and I think ultimately the focus on the party and not so much a focus on individual MLAs. These combination of factors I think ultimately has resulted in the type of verdict you find today.
But you're missing out on one factor which many believe is the elephant in the room. It's Hindutva. You know, let's be clear. When a Gujarati voter, and we are seeing it, and there are research papers on this, people who complain about, you know, that education levels are not good, when they go into that polling booth, wo Hindu andar ka jaag jata hai.
Why is that? Or it could be the voter who's a Modi fan.
Yes.
It's the chemistry of Modi,
yes,
the management of Amit Shah, and the penetration at the booth and the Panna level, which to just say that this is only because of Hindutva is a bit unfair.
No, I'm not saying only because. Naturally, there can be
primarily because of
I'll
Hindutva.
tell you what it is, Rahul.
It is largely because of Prime Minister Modi's chemistry and Amit Shah and the BJP's management of these elections. In seats where they are weak, they are winning people over, poaching them from the Congress and elsewhere, and trying to turn Congress strongholds into BJP seats.
You're right, Rahul. No one factor can ever explain such a big victory. All I'm saying is from 95 onwards, BJP has had a core vote of 47-48% in Gujarat, which is huge. This time it's gone up to 52. If you look at national elections, it goes up to even 57-58. The core BJP vote in Gujarat is 45 plus, even when Keshubai was Chief Minister. What Mr. Modi has done has brought in what I call Moditva. So Modi embodies various things for different people. For some he embodies Vikas. For some he embodies the Hindutva strongman. For others he, you know, the Hindu Rijal Samrat.
Vote is not the Hindutva vote.
The additional vote is the Modi vote.
Who want
is the Modi vote.
It's a verdict on Modi.
So I call it Moditva. It's Hindutva plus Modi. When they come together, it's 45% plus 7%. And in this election, the one additional factor was that even in the tribal belt, the opposition vote was badly splintered. So therefore, I believe you've got a state, where, and your point is right. The micro level management, the man-to-man marking, sending a CR Patil in a chopper to all the places where there are rebels to quell the rebellion, to ensure that where there are strong candidates, can we put up independents who will cut into the vote. This level of micro management is absolutely of another scale. So the organizational setup, Rahul, is so strong. So when you build on an organizational setup, you have a charismatic leader, you have an element of religious polarization, you have a divided opposition. It's the perfect storm. This was the perfect situation for the BJP, and therefore they've got this historic mandate.
See,
and
let us remember here that when C.R. Patil won the Navsari Lok Sabha seat, okay, that was the highest margin in India. And it is C.R. Patil who started the booth management. Everybody has a page of 100 voters, and every worker goes to those 100 homes, and it is their duty to ensure that those 100 people go to the booth and vote.